Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Of course, I had to start out with this beautiful sunrise that's ongoing over in Winona. As always, thank you so much for tuning in with us. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you're ready to go out there for your Thursday morning. Might need to make it a hot cup of coffee if you're going outside because it is much cooler in the weather department this morning. Take a look at this beautiful view out of Winona. This is a majority of our view out there, and conditions in the 50s. So overall, upper 50s in Winona. Some of us a lot cooler than that. Great conditions out there. Not a lot of cloud cover at all for the entirety of the area going on right now. Same story. Take a look at this over in Amory. Same story, different camera. Thanks as always to the North Mississippi Storm Chasers for lending us that camera network so we can show these ongoing beautiful conditions. These are the sunrises I like to show. And again, middle 50s there. So some of us, again, a little bit cooler than others. Let's talk about who's the coolest and the coolest spot on our map. It's usually Corinth, and it's the same story today. Alcorn County, you're our coolest at 50. I'm watching you. You might get in the 40s. I'm going to continue to monitor that. But right now you're right at 50. So cooler if you're stepping out the door in places like Alcorn County, Prentiss County in the low 50s as well. Even in the low 50s all the way down in Lee County. So Holly Springs, same story. A little bit cooler if you're a little bit farther north. Some of us slowly cooling down though. Trying to hang on to those 60s from Kosciuszko, Greenwood, Grenada, all the way down to the Golden Triangle region. But slowly starting to fall into those 50s. Overall, no matter where you are, we're all starting much cooler than we were yesterday morning. Take a look at this. Temperature change over the past 12 hours. So this is comparing our temperature right now till 24 hours ago. So we're starting anywhere between 10 up to 15 degrees cooler this morning than yesterday morning. So noticeably cooler as you're stepping out the door this morning, even up in Alcorn County, about 15 degrees cooler, but most of us around that 10-degree mark. So noticeably different out the door this morning. Why are some folks a little bit warmer than others? We'll take a look at this satellite radar. See that cloud cover that kind of passed through into those early morning hours? We were slowly watching this cloud cover get out of our area overnight, but those who saw it hang around a little bit longer than others, which again is mainly the southern half of our area, south of Lee County, saw temperatures hang on a little bit more as well. So those 60-degree temperatures, mainly in those areas that saw a little bit more cloud cover, which is the southern half of the area. Overall, though, that's why we're seeing that temperature swing this morning between 50 then to 60 degrees, but still a great morning out there no matter where you are. Dew points right now. I wanted to show you this because we are seeing much drier air filter into the area this morning. I'm talking about dew points for some of us in the 40s, 50 in Tupelo for a dew point, 57 in Starkville. Why am I showing you these numbers? Again, because the moisture is leaving. It is saying, see you later. It is being pushed down south. Drier air is being filtered in. So today is going to be noticeably not only cooler, but just feeling a lot better out there, feeling much drier, much more like fall throughout your day ahead. 50s to start off your day, 70s by noon. We're sticking in the 70s through the afternoon. So middle to upper 70s are the story for most of us going into the afternoon with a northerly wind around 10 miles an hour. I'm telling you, if you got any plans today, you take them outside. You might need a paperweight if you're going to have some papers outside because that northerly wind, still going to be nice out there if you got any plans. And overall, just feeling like fall today, feeling really great. Lots of sunshine in the forecast as well. Temperatures get back into the 60s as we head into that 8 o'clock hour. Let me show you over the next few days what you can expect as we head throughout your afternoon on your Thursday. Still seeing a lot of sunshine, but you see this kind of blob of cloud cover. This will slowly try to inch into our area as we head into those overnight hours and then into your Friday morning. Now, clouds, we've been talking about it a lot over the past few days. They act as an insulator. They act as a blanket. So because they're over the area on your Friday morning, we are not going to be starting off as cool as this morning. Still a great day out there. As we head throughout your afternoon and evening, clouds will slowly start to get out of the way, and we're looking at a great Friday night football forecast. I'll have details on that in just a minute. Going into your Saturday, watching another boundary enter the area, bringing yet again a little bit more cooler and drier conditions for the weekend, but no rain. You can see that it really dries up as it gets to our area. So not tracking any real measurable rainfall or any rain chances at all over the next 7 days. So coming up next, we'll have a full look at that Friday night football forecast. As usual, we'll go hour by hour when you can expect those clouds in and out of the area all the way through your Saturday, and of course your full weekend forecast coming up Friday.
Hey, you there! Ever try to do something in under 6 minutes? Anything, like, say, grow a beard. I bet you can't. At Sweet Pepper's Deli, you get quality food in under 6 minutes. Now, how about that? Sweet Pepper's Deli. Life is sweet.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Well, happy Thursday out there to you. As always, thank you for waking up with us here on Mississippi Live Weather. Again, showing you a few more cameras before we get into the overall forecast, because if you haven't stepped out the door this morning, this is a look across the area. It all looks like this. Lots of sunshine in the forecast, not a lot of clouds at all. That's the same story over in Maben, and a lot of beautiful sunrises across the area with temperatures in the 50s. Same story over in Lafayette County, a little bit cooler. They're in the low 50s over in Oxford. And again, a nice sunrise ongoing. If you have a good picture of the sunrise, make sure to snap a picture of it and send it in to us through our app, the Mississippi Live Weather app. You can send your pictures real easily through there, and you might even get shown on air. So send me a picture this morning. I'll show it for 7:30, or you might get shown on the 5, 6, or 10 o'clock newscast. Here's a look at your airport delays this morning. I'm not tracking much of anything. Minor delays, if that, across all of our international airports. Memphis International, good to go. Denver as well, all the way over into LAX, and then Chicago. You get the picture all the way up into LaGuardia. I'm not tracking any major airport delays. Sticking here in North Mississippi, our temperature is eventually going to get into the 60s by 9 for everybody, middle 60s by 10, 70s by the time we head into that 11 o'clock hour, with that northerly wind still sticking around anywhere between 5 up to 10 miles an hour, making it feel even nicer out there. As for your day ahead, upper 70s, some of us in the middle 70s, some of us near 80, and I'll say a majority of us in the upper 70s today. Cooler day ahead, fall-like day. Why? Because we're seeing temperatures in the 70s, a northerly wind anywhere between 5 up to 15 miles an hour, and drier air has filtered in. It's going to be feeling very nice today. I just encourage you to get outside if you can. Let's talk about your cloud cover, because that's the only thing I'm tracking over the next 48 hours, because we're not seeing any rain in sight, y'all. So clouds, what I'm tracking. Let me show you when it's in and out of the area. As we head throughout your day through noon, still seeing that northerly wind, dry conditions, lots of sunshine in the forecast. Into the afternoon, we'll start to see this cloud cover kind of filter in from our east. You can see it kind of moving off to the west, slowly kind of smudging over us. As we head into your 7 o'clock hour, that just continues. And then by the time we go into 10, clouds are really blanketed most of northeast Mississippi. These are going to continue overnight into your Friday. I'm showing you this. I'm making a big deal about it because as we head out the door on Friday morning, it is not going to be as cool as this morning. Now, it's still going to be nice out there, but I'm not talking about low 50s like this morning due to this cloud cover in the forecast. So kind of acts as a blanket out there. As we head throughout our day, though, cloud evening, we'll start to see more sunshine filter in, especially as we head into those Friday night football games. So Friday night football games, you're good to go. No rain in the forecast. Lots of sunshine even to start off your game. Let's talk about low temperatures as for Friday. I said most of us not in the low 50s like we are this morning. We're really in the upper 50s, 58 in Houston, 58 in Lee County, 60 still hanging on down to our south. Yeah, our cool spots on the map from South Haven over into Alcorn County in the middle 50s, but overall just a little bit warmer than this morning. That's the story out there for your Friday morning. As for our high school game of the week presented by Casey Locke, Choctaw County at Aberdeen is where we'll be this Friday evening. But no matter where you are, it's going to be nice out there. Pre-game forecast temperatures hanging on in the 70s. By halftime, we're in the 60s, and we'll be in the low 60s by those final snaps of the game. So if you're planning on hanging around for the entirety of those games, I encourage you. Might even need a coat out there once the sun goes down. As I said, no rain expected today, tomorrow. over the next 7 days. I don't have any rain chances in the forecast. Here's your precip outlook. This shows below or above average going into next week, so the 15th through the 19th. As you can see here, the southeast looking very dry out there. That's what that brown color means, drier than average. We're already kind of dry around this time of year, and drier than average means we're just really dry. We're not seeing any rain out there. And that is a good portion of us seeing that darker brown color even stretching up into places like northeast Mississippi. So yeah, it's going to be dry as we head over the next 7, even up to 10 days from now. So not a lot of rainfall in sight. Going to have to keep watering those plants out there and might have to skip the yard mowing. You might not have to mow the yard for a few days because of that lack of rainfall. Upper 70s today and tomorrow. Upper 50s start off your Friday morning. Hey, but if you're headed out on Saturday and Sunday morning, we're back to the low 50s. So definitely a cooler start to our weekend ahead, feeling very nice out there. Low 80s are back Saturday and Sunday. Going into next week, we do warm up a little bit. You can see there middle 80s Monday and Tuesday, middle 80s for Wednesday. Here's the thing. I think Monday and Tuesday are going to be our warmest out of the next 10. So I'm not showing you a forecast that will continually go up after Wednesday, but just know, yeah, these nice, really, really nice, almost below average, a few degrees below average temperatures don't hang on forever. So I encourage you, enjoy it by the end of the work week, enjoy it into the weekend ahead, because yeah, we're going to start off our next work week on a little bit of a warmer note out there, but still no rain chances in sight, and that's not going to help out our drought monitor. So make sure to come tune in with us at 7:30 this morning. That's going to be in the next 20 minutes, and we'll take a last look at everything you need to know to get out the door. We'll also take a last look at your 7-day forecast and a look at the updated drought monitor that comes out at 7:30. So we'll look at that. If any improvements or if it's worsened any by any means, we'll look at that together coming up at 7.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Laupon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Laupon has proven himself trustworthy